Alright, folks, and we are live. We are back. Ready to play some more Entropia. Today, I think we're going to focus on doing a very strict run on some troopers and see total expenditure versus total return. Let's see how much it costs to do a run of a certain amount of PED. There we go. Exactly 200 PED of ammo. Nothing in inventories. We have an amp. Probably should use those. I forgot I bought a brand new arm matrix. Well, good news is I have a ton of guns to do Trace Crown Waves with. I've got that. Holy cow. I'm all set in guns for a long time. Got 2 arm matrix. Still got 30-ish PED. No, 25 PED on the ISIS. I've got unlimited amount on here. Just keep repairing it. It's an awesome gun that Barter's let me borrow. And I've still got some of my other emergency guns too. So we've got quite a bit of equipment. So I think what we're going to buy, or not buy, so I think what we're going to do today for our mission, let me get this up, is my trooper mission. Because I'm trying to get through as many of these 100 kill missions, or at least that's what they used to be considered. They're not anymore. However many, it's a 1,200 point mission, so I think it comes out to, for troopers, maybe 100 kills, but we're going to take a look. So there's a spot we're going to go to. What is this, Fort Pandora? I want to say Fort Pandora is where we want to be. There's a great spot that somebody on the stream, I think, a couple times ago told me about, and it's been fantastic. I love it there. I haven't had a chance to do a full hunt there, though, like a full-length hunt. I don't think. So we're going to go out and we're going to give that a shot. And it is later at night now, so we're going to be a little quieter. We just did a heck of a stream on Bloodborne, and that was one of the loudest, most obnoxious, amazing streams that we've ever had. If I crash into something, I apologize. I'm trying to get things set up so I can monitor the channel and stuff. That needs to get shut down right now. Volume. There's a warrior. This is where... What are those? Those are troopers. Okay, so we're here. That is still a warrior. So... Up the hill? Looks like up the hill. So that's warrior. This is the dividing line. You gotta watch those upper level warriors, but these little troopers right here are nothing. I ain't gonna use anything else except this setup right here. This could have been avoided. We're going to try to avoid it on the next one. That was amazingly beyond piss poor for a first loot. Well, we're getting components already. You're going to have to talk to Hank. I think we're going to have 3 now. Well, we're testing out this Makita armor. I really don't think these things are taking that much ammo. I'd have to do a test to see how much it is. Well, we're going to find out. And I forgot. How many have I killed now? I just killed 2. So this is going to be 5 total. I'm getting 6 points per. Alright, 5 total, 6 points per. Let me subtract 30 points from that. I could always double check it. I think it was 533. 533 sounds right, though. So that was 533 points at the start. So I'm also tracking how many points that we're getting total with a 200 ped run on these things. Just so you can figure out how much it's going to cost in order to complete each set of the mission. Because then you can just multiply from there after that with the amount of points. And that'll tell you roughly how much ped and ammo it's going to take to complete. I'm sure we could calculate it out. 200 is a nice round number we can work with. And that's all based off of doing Trooper Gen 1s. It will be. Because I literally don't think there's any Gen 2s in here. There might be 1 or 2, maybe. It'd be nice to get another one of those fuses again. I think it was like a generic fuse or something like that. All I know is I sold it for like 30 ped and it was only, you know, it was a 5 ped item, something like 600 something percent markup. So bots can drop some pretty nice stuff. They can also drop the weapon grips, which I don't think we're getting any of. That's not a fantastic start, but we're getting there. At least things are going quick. I ain't taking too much abuse here with my armor. Not as bad as it was. That one's gonna get... Wait, what just happened? Oh, my Makita harness tiered. That's right, because they're ranged. They can do that. Sound check. Sound check, sound check. Sound check. Okay. Sound check's good. Also, any feedback on the sound. If you ever have a feedback on the sound, let me know. If something's bothering you or it's too loud or too not loud enough, let me know. I can adjust. I have all the settings right here where I can get at them quick. Come on, buddy. That was exceptionally nice. So that was a 20-something header? Okay, I'll take that. All the stuff that's borderline worthless that I got in here. Bunch of filters and shit. I'm really curious to see how this is going to do and how many points we can rack up for this many. Because I'm going to be honest, now that I have as much bot equipment as I do, I'm curious if doing bots is fairly viable at this point for me. Because of how much I know I'm going to be doing beacons coming up and stuff with Hijacker, and also how much gear I have for them, and my dodge is getting a little higher at least. It's not as high as my evade yet, but it's getting there. Whether or not it'll eventually be worth it for me to do mostly bots. And like I was saying, some of the things they drop fairly high markup. I know Droka right now are dropping a lot of robot weapon hand grips, I think it is. And those are at like 130 something percent, 140%. I think after this one, I'm actually going to go AFK for about 5 minutes or so, and I'll be right back. I apologize to start going AFK so soon, but I'm going to do something really quick. Be right back, guys. Yes. Yes, this is live. Lisa. Lisa, I'm here. I'm sorry, Lisa. I was AFK. Yep. Yep. I just got done with dinner and I had to go take care of something else really quick I forgot to do. But yeah, I am here now. So yeah, this is Entropia Universe. I've played this game now off and on, and now after having started up playing it again, I don't know. I've played it a total amount of playtime of about 5 years, but I've been involved with it for close to 8 now. It's just me. It's just me playing right now. I'm the only one that plays this game of our group. A lot of times this is one I like to do later on in the evening because it's more laid back. Oh, we did get some robot weapon grips on that one. Okay, that's good. And basically, this is like the only game in the world right now that has a real cash economy that's based on actual money. So everything I thought you were going to play. I was going to play with somebody. Hijacker could not make it. He was wondering where I was, and apparently he got done with stuff sooner, and now he's got to get up early for work and stuff. We've actually moved that idea, like what we were gonna do tonight. We're gonna do that on Tuesday. We're gonna do some pretty cool stuff on Tuesday, so that's gonna be good. But for tonight, it's just me, and I'm taking it easy. So back to the cash economy part. Like, this monetary amount down here, the PED, translates into US dollars at a ratio of roughly 1 to 10. I don't know the exact rate off the top of my head. I forget how much it is. But anyways, that's like $61 pretty much in there. So everything costs money, and basically this is like, to put it in terms, is like a casino in a way, with how you're using money outwards in order to hunt and stuff, and then your loot that you're getting back would be like your winnings at a casino. Basically, is the best way to put it. But everything is fairly calculated. If you put enough money into this game, return here is a lot better than you would have at a casino normally. If you put enough money into this game, which some people have, you can eventually turn a profit with it, especially if you're good at the market. So this is just, this part of the game right here is just all about the hunting, or I can go mining, or I can craft different weapons and pieces of armor. But where the money is made here is being able to make money on markup on items, and being able to sell things at market value, which is above their normal value. So you're using your own... Yes, I am. Now, I used to put money into this game. I don't anymore. I haven't put money in a long time. I just do a lot of different little odd jobs. I'm a healer. I go on and heal people for little bits of money here and there. And I know a lot of people, so I get to go out and help them with either heals, or sometimes they let me hunt with them. And I'm able to skill up my character and stuff like that, basically for free. So that's basically what I'm doing at this point. I'm not doing too much of my own advancement on my own. I'm able to advance by helping other people. And it's just kind of always been a neat game. But like, when I do get a chance to go out on my own and do hunts like this, because I ended up having a really great win about a month ago. I won $170, I think. It was close to $170 US dollars, which came out to like $1,700 in game. And ever since then, I've been playing a lot more on my own. And I invested most of that. I should say I didn't lose that all. That didn't go back in. I invested all of that in armor and different things, different pieces of equipment. Let me kill this one more because he's coming at me, and then I'll show you. I can show you a lot of the different pieces of equipment, and I can give you a rundown on how everything works because it's the most in-depth game in existence, I think, really, for this type of stuff. All right, so there's nothing else around me right now. Alright, so the armor I'm wearing right now is Makita armor. This is specialized for robots, protection against robots. And I have a plate on it. I have an armor plating Mark 6A. So this adds burn and penetration protection. Those are the two primary attacks that a lot of robots do. Not all, but a lot of them do. So if we go back to the Makita now, with the plates on, I have this much protection for this type of attack. So now we can go to something like the base armor. Pixie armor is your starter armor in the game. And it has no burn and penetration protection. This is just impact and cut, which is the other type. Impact, cut, and stab are the three main attacks in game that the majority of all creatures do. So my better armor for that, I've got two sets. I've got my Shogun armor. So this one has that burn and penetration. This was my do everything armor that I purchased before I got my good sets. It's always been a staple of this game for at least 10 years. This has been a big staple for having this set of armor because it's cheap and it does everything you need it to do, and you could put plates on it to make it even better. This is what I got currently, is the Ghost armor. So this is all directed towards that impact. You have impact, cut, and stab. Those are the three main stats there. But it also has a little bit of burn here. It has cold protection, and it also has electric, because there is a lot of things that do electric damage too. So this is my new do everything armor except bots. This goes for a lot of different creatures in the game. And that's with a really crappy plate on it too. I can buy a better plate. Excuse me. I have a better plate that I'm going to be purchasing. That's actually why my money count's so high. I usually don't have this much. And I wouldn't by now. I would have purchased it, but there was an event going on, and it made the specific item that I wanted more expensive. So basically, I'm going to wait until it goes back down in price because it's all real money. I don't want to spend more money than I have to. So let's go into weapons and stuff like that, weapon usage. I can take this off right now, unequip, detach amp. So here's the weapon that I'm using right now. In this case, I'm using a gun that's unlimited, so I can repair this as many times as I want to. And I should also note for the stream, for the rest of the stream and people watching this later, I know I'm not maxed on this gun yet. I'm still in the SIB range for it. But I'm like really close, so that I don't care about that. I'm getting the extra skill boost anyways. I'm just trying to hit max on this thing so I can use this on the big game hunt streams when I do the big streams with Barter. So that's what that's for. But anyways, this number right here is when a skill increase bonus would start on this weapon. So let's say I'm level 20, I can boom automatically be able to use it at all. And 2, by the time it hits level 25, I'll know that I'm maxed on it. So by the time I hit level 25, I know that I'm going to be maxed on it. So like I'm level 24 right now, point something. It's like a 24.7 or something level right now for damage. So that's why I'm not quite maxed on the damage rating, but I'm maxed on hit. 10 out of 10 for both my actual hit ability and my critical hit ability. Tier rates, open tier slots to be able to put enhancers on them. You can enhance the economy rate, so it takes less to use it. You could increase your damage, or you can increase your range. Everything has its different purpose and things that you would want to do in this game. All this right here basically represents how much ammo per shot. So this comes out to roughly a little over a penny a shot for me to fire. Good durability. is fairly decent for this level of hunting. A lot of times it's above average on a rifle. Good means that it's gonna decay. Oh geez, I don't know how much it's gonna. I can't do that math off the top of my head. There's a lot of things to figure in. 66 meter range, so rifle, it's got a pretty decent reach on it. So this gun right here, to put things into perspective for you about how expensive things can get into this game, Lisa. Let's see if we have anything. That actually is what we paid for it, or what my friend paid for it. My friend bought this one. So that comes out to roughly $345, this gun, US dollars. Some of the guns in this game go for like literally $10,000 US dollars, people that are that into it. But they're getting their money back both through trading and also through their own hunting, because a lot of people are able to make money through straight up hunting and profit. Yeah, it's that involved. It really is. This game's been going now for, I think, 13 years. Or maybe 14 now. Jeez, it's been a long time. So, yeah, that's quite a bit, I know. So that's gear and armor. Well, let me go over the first aid pack. So this is all the heal points, just your like a normal healing thing, like a spell or whatever you use in the game, except we have equipment. We have these healing devices. So the gyro, FAP-14 smuggler. This is a really good one. We bought this. I spent like $38, and my friend spent $38 when we were able to buy this one together. So it's a lot better than something basic. This is what you get when you just start. So there's a lot of things. Once you have them all, they help you over time. But it's extremely expensive to start up if you really want to go somewhere in this game. So when I first started out, this is what I was putting all my time into. And the way I was able to justify it was like, if you're spending $15 a month for a subscription in an MMO anyways, why not play a game where you could potentially get that money back? That was my philosophy. So I deposited $20 a month for a very long time, and then, well, I think it was about 3.5 or 4 years. So, and sometimes it was more than that. I can't remember the exact amount I did each time, but it came out to somewhere around $650 to $700 that I had put into this game. And I was fairly good with the market, and also I was fairly good at making money doing odd jobs, and I was renting gear out. I had enough gear at one point where I was able to rent it out. And I was making money with my rental shop. I had like a full-on rental shop. People come to me, and I was able to rent out armor and plates and things like that. And I was making money on it. I was making a legitimate amount of money, but I was going into grad school, and I was like, well, was it grad school? No, it wasn't grad school. This was, I was going for my bachelor's, that's right. And I was getting to a point where I needed that extra time. Oh, I gotta watch out. This could get really bad fast. I needed that extra time, and the game wasn't holding its interest as much as it was anymore. So I decided to make a withdrawal. I withdrew my money, and you're never sure when you first do it if it's ever actually going to work or if it's all bullcrap. Well, I withdrew my money after selling everything that I had in game. I ended up with $1,200, and it got deposited about 2.5 months later, and was in my bank account, and I was able to buy all my school books for the next 3 semesters with it. So I profited roughly $500 from playing this game. So that's not so bad. That was over a 4-year period. And then I stopped. Well, no, it was like a 3.5-year period, because then I stopped for a couple years, and then I came back to it, and I had to start over. I started over. It was tough starting over, but I felt like something was missing, and I kind of wanted to play this game again. And I've been enjoying it ever since I've been back. It's kind of like there was a period where I had to learn everything all over again. and I reconnected with a lot of old friends. That guy that I'm going to be doing the beacon missions with is somebody I've known for 6 or 7 years, and I've just been having a good time with it. So yeah, I got it's a pretty neat story, I think, and I really have enjoyed playing this game, and I think I'm gonna just keep playing it. It's not like it used to be. For me, it was a really bad addiction for a long time, and that was another reason why I knew I needed to kick it when I was going for my bachelor's, is because I wanted to get as good grades as I could. And there were some days, I remember one day during the summer, I literally woke up and I played this game, and I remember eating like 2 meals, like quick meals or something, and I looked at the clock again at night, and I realized I'd played the game 16 hours that day. So I tried to make sure that never happened again. I did. I reconnected with a ton of people. I was really happy to. My closest friend, well, I got two. I would say there's 2 people in game that are my absolute closest friends in game. Hijacker is the one who I'm doing the beacon missions with, and then Barter. I don't know if Barter's online. Barter's not online. But Barter right there, I've known him since my 3rd week in game 7.5 years ago. We started at the same time, so I would have been up to his level by now if I had kept playing like I did. So like he's like level 50 or so around there, but I'm only level 25. And as you go, obviously it takes a lot more money and it takes a lot more time in order to get more levels. But if I had stuck with it, I probably would be where around he is, maybe a little less than him. But yeah, I reconnected with a number of people, and it was nice because you make these relationships over the years, and it's hard when you can't talk to these people you're so used to having in your life, day in, day out. It's hard when you can't talk to them anymore. Now, in a lot of cases, I did like Barter and Hijacker. I did have them on Skype, so I could message them, but other people I couldn't. So it's just been nice being back and being able to talk to people again. And I will say too, the coolest thing now with streaming this game, I am meeting so many other awesome people in here that it's been fantastic. We got one guy that literally just started watching the stream. He joined us on a hunt one day, and now he joins us fairly consistently whenever we go out and do stuff. When we do different wave missions where there's waves of enemies we got to defeat and stuff like that. Really cool person. We got other people that'll show up at different times of night from different parts of the world. This game is probably the most spread out game, I guess, from points of which people play it like in large quantities regularly. This game has got people from all over the world that play it. There's a lot of people I know that watch from Poland. There's been some from Iceland, from Russia, a bunch in Australia that play it, New Zealand, Hijackers is from Canada, and all over the United States. It's been a really big game, pretty much everywhere it goes. I mean, it lurks in the shadows. It's not, I don't know if you call it mainstream. I guess it's not. It's definitely for a select group of people that would want to play it, because you would want to have to risk your money, and you want to have to spend a lot of time learning this game. This is not, I mean, this is, let me show you the skill categories. I probably should have showed you this. This is all the different skills I'm increasing, all the different things I'm getting points for, and then this is all the levels right here that I have to know for being able to use different pieces of equipment. So I don't craft at all, basically. Resource gatherer. A lot of my skills are really low. Come on over here, buddy. Yeah, it's like insane in depth. But I love it. It's like the ultimate MMO. It really is the ultimate MMO. The only thing I could ever complain about is the combat, like this right here, can get boring really quick. So the excitement from the game comes not from the combat itself, but from that chance of hitting it big. And being able to continually take on, more difficult creatures. So when you're taking on some of the bigger creatures, eventually, especially when you're working in a team, and you got to make sure everybody's HP stays up, that's a different story. But when you're out hunting on your own, a lot of times it can get boring. But I know, I've got a chance out here of hitting a pretty good loot. And that's why you come out and you hunt, or you mine, or you craft, or do whatever you do in this game of the main skill categories. Is that a little bit of a thrill that you get from that factor. Because, like, when I got my, that $167 loot, that was the highest loot I've ever had in this game. And I don't know if I'll ever get one that high again. But that was one of the coolest things. It legitimized 7.5 years of being involved with the game, as having finally hit something that big. Literally a bigger win than I'd ever hit in an actual casino. So I didn't withdraw the money, and I'm not going to, because I'm putting it back into my gear and my equipment. I bought a lot of stuff with it. I mean, there's a knife that we're using, or Barter's got right now, because I share a lot of my gear with Barter, and Barter shares a lot of his stuff with me. This is his rifle and his amplifier that I'm using right now. He's got a knife that both of us bought together. We want halves on it. And I can't even use it yet, but I bought it because I got it at we were able to get it at a good deal, and I knew that someday I'm going to be able to use it. One, I have the skill for it, and then when I have the skill for it, it's going to be a really, A, economical choice, and B, it's going to do a shit ton of damage for me. So there's different things like that you got to keep into effect, keep in the back of your mind too. It's like, what's going to be good for me someday versus what's good for me right now. So I have bought things 6 months in advance of being able to use them if I thought I could get a good deal on them. How are we doing on this mission? Oh, wow. We might actually finish this mission tonight. Because I got quite a bit of time left, so I think I might, even if I have to go reload, I'm going to probably finish this. But yeah, it is an extremely different game. And the fun of it really comes from is interacting with people, to me, at this point. I love talking to people from everywhere. So, Barter's in Indiana, Hijacker's in Canada, and then we've got several other people that have come on into the voice chat and stuff like that, and it's great being able to talk to people from all different countries. I think that's the best part about this game, is the communication, being able to talk with people all over the world. That's something that you don't get on a lot of other games, because a lot of games have separate servers. They've got a European server, they have the North American servers, they have a Japanese server, or one that's for all the Asian countries, but a lot of times it's just Japanese or a Chinese server. And you have all these really localized small servers for different countries and stuff. Well, this game doesn't have that. It's all one server. And, well, it's not one server. It's a bunch of tiny servers put together. But that's a whole different thing to explain. But it's all one game world, and everybody's all playing together. To give you an idea how big the the planet is that I'm on. So I should say right now, another draw factor is that there's multiple planets. It's not just one planet in this game. You can go into space and go to different planets. So this is Calypso, which was the first planet that was ever introduced. I mean, it was the original starting planet. This is what Project Entropia was. It was called Project Entropia back then. Now it's Entropia Universe. So we have here this big of a game map. I'm literally on this little speck of land right here. And this is how big this game map is for this planet. Can I show you space? Here's space. Calypso, I'm on this one right here. This is Calypso that I'm on. This is Cyrene. Rocktropia is up here. There's a little space station somewhere. I can't remember. It's like maybe right here or something. It's called Monria. It's a moon. Or maybe it's over here somewhere. Arcadia is here. And this is Next Island. So I can't teleport or go there yet. I would have to get in my ship and go up to each one of those manually. And it takes a long time. It takes like for me in the ship that I got, it takes about an hour and a half to get to one, I think. I haven't done it in a while. I usually don't travel much because travel costs money. Everything you do costs money. So the less you travel, the less money you're spending. Because I have a lot of friends that will literally go to a different planet every day. They will leave a planet and they will just, oh, that was nice. Okay, so that was like $1 right there. Hold on, problems. First problems. There we go. Anyways, what was I saying? Okay, so I have friends that travel to different planets every day, sometimes multiple planets a day. And I ask them, how often are you doing that? They're saying basically 365 days a year they're going to a new planet. So let's cut that down and let's say it's 300. Let's say it's 300 days a year that you're making a move to a new planet. And it's costing between the thruster fees for being able to take off, for landing on a planet, landing fees is 2 ped. With fuel and everything, you're looking at like at least 5 ped, if not 6 a trip. I'm going to keep the math simple, probably rounding it down, saying 5 ped a trip. So 5 ped a trip times 300 days is 1,500 ped, which comes out to $150 just because you want to move to a different planet every day. That's $150 US just for moving around, that much. And that's money that you will never see again because it is not in the loot pool or anything else. That is just cost of getting to a different planet. So that's why I don't travel. I travel maybe once every 2 months. I make a few trips a year. That's about it. And it keeps my costs way down, and it makes it so I can enjoy other things. You got to put everything into a relative perspective in this game with how much money you're putting out versus what you're getting back. Now, let's say that you're depositing what a lot of people deposit, and you're depositing, I don't know, like $100 a month. Some people deposit $100 a month, no problem. Sorry about that, I was checking something on OBS. Let's say you deposit $100 a month. So you're putting in about $1,200 a year, which is easy for a lot of people in this game. Then that $150 in travel fees is just the normal course of business for you. There's people that put in a lot more than that too. I don't think I could ever put in that much at the same time. I would if if I really had the money, I would, just for fun. I didn't mind it when I was putting 20 bucks in a month. I have so many other games that I've been playing. I don't put as much time into this as I used to. It just hasn't been worth it. I wouldn't say I would never do it again. That was nice. Shrapnel. I don't know. What am I getting? Am I getting anything of value at all? Oh wow, robot weapon hand grip up to 150%. And I do know people that buy that. So that's another thing too. It's nice to be able to have people who you know buy certain specific items. That's another good thing that helps you out a lot. So like you have a normal friends list like in any other game, but you sometimes put different notes and stuff like that, because when you have a longer friends list, I remember my friends list. Why is traveling costly? If you do it every day, it adds up. Say you travel, like I said it earlier, you travel, it costs you 5 ped for a trip. It's like between 4 and 6 ped a trip. I don't know how much the exact value is. I'm not going to get into that, but roughly 5 ped a trip, right? You do that 300 days out of the year. That's 1,500 ped, and that's 150 US dollars. Just because you wanted to travel every day. And I know a lot of people that do it. That is why traveling's expensive. Individual trips aren't, but if you travel every day, it adds up. Because you may say, that 5 ped ain't that big a deal to me, but you add that up over a string of 300 days, it automatically becomes a big deal to you. Because when you look at it like that, I mean, if you look at it, you look at your traveling costs, you're going back and forth from one planet to the next. I don't think there's anybody that can look and say that that's not a lot of money to be using A, in a video game, or B, overall, just for being able to move from one planet to the next every day, because that is. So, even like, let me put it this way, if you stayed on a planet for a week, true, I would not do it every day just because of time. Yeah, time too, because it does take a lot of time too. So you're not only investing your money in it, but you're investing a lot of your day too, and your ability to be able to play the game on a specific planet. So, I mean, my advice to everybody who travels every day is stay on a planet for a week and then go. Literally, if you stayed on a planet, instead of moving every day, and you stayed on it for 1 week and then moved to another planet, that's 1/7 your cost that we were just talking about. So you can still go places. That's still 52 trips that you're able to take a year between different planets. Or if you need to do ones in between to go get items or whatever, that's fine too. But honest to God, I mean, really, for cost-wise, it doesn't make sense to take a trip every day. And then there's the people that take all the warp flights and stuff. Some of those warp flights, especially the instant travel ones, the ones that are the ones that are on-demand warps. I mean, that gets expensive. Or ride with people and split the cost too. But the other thing is, one of your friends might not be around to be able to go to the planet with you. So yeah, that is a good way, obviously, is being able to split the cost. But even if it was down to 2 ped, and you took that trip 300 days out of the year. It's still 600 ped in travel costs just from lifting off the ground and wanting to go to other planets. So I love visiting the other planets. I do love Arcadia. Arcadia was actually where my avatar was born. But I just spent a lot more time on Calypso because that's where majority of my friends hang out, is on Calypso. So it's easier to be able to go and do things together. And honestly, Calypso is also better for being able to pick up odd jobs, like for healing and stuff and DPS support work. Different things like that. Arcadia is getting there. Arcadia is getting there with their odd jobs ability. I mean, being able to, you know, meet people and just do little things for them, coming with them and healing them and stuff like that. Whereas on our, you know, Calypso, obviously there's so many more people. But Arcadia is not that far behind now. I'm happy about that. When it started out, it was just not up to par, and then they definitely made it better. And then the community was there. When you have a community, that's everything. The only thing that was good about early Arcadia was Karabakh. Karabakh was Arcadia's lifeblood. And they still are to some degree. And Lisa, basically... Oh, this is one thing, Lisa, that I can tell you. If you're still there, I don't know if you're still there or not. This is one interesting thing about this game. Everything that I'm hunting right now... Kelly is fun, but I lose a lot of ped. Yeah, I can lose a lot of ped here, too. I was doing good on Arcadia, but then I had one really bad hunt and I left. It was pretty bad, but I was here for the migration and I hit a big loot on migration, so I'm happy. But at any rate, you got to factor in, for skilling purposes, how much hit points your mob has that you're going after versus what its level is. So now, troopers... Let me see if I can get my range laser damage up here. Yeah, that's pretty damn good for this. Troopers, Generation 1s especially, have especially low hit points. They hit like a damn freight train. Troopers, if you don't have the right armor, hit like a damn freight train. But they have exceptionally low health for what their level is. So if you get something that has low health with a higher level, you're getting more experience than you were if you were hunting something that had higher health at that same level. Because you're getting more kills, and the extra kills, every time you get that kill, it's giving you that experience point. So you're getting experience throughout, but also per mob that you're killing, you're getting more experience. Alright, let's get this done here. So basically, for something that's got level 21, it's a level 21 mob. I'm saying they have around 500 something hit points. A level 21 mob could also have 1,300 hit points. That's not unheard of. So for skilling purposes, you would much rather kill a trooper over something else because it has a really good HP to level ratio. Oh, this is fun. Shit. Alright, so the armor's going to take a little bit of decay. Yeah, I ended up hitting a 1670 ped Longtooth old on this migration. So that made it so I could buy my Makita armor. I have that money right there on my ped card that I'm keeping for 5Bs. I'm going to be buying 5Bs once they're down in price. I bought part of a knife. I mean, I bought a knife with a friend. We want halves on it. and I bought a new ring for my character, so I was able to get quite a bit of gear and keep hunting and get my level up quite a bit. Because at the start of Migration, I was only level 21, and now I'm up to like level 24 and 25. So what's the best example of something XP-wise that you will get a lot of XP for its level? Best one in game is Karabach, which is what I was talking about earlier, being the lifeblood of the planet. Karabach have 10 hit points, but are level 4. So in other words, if you make them roughly the same level as the Trooper, that means they'd have about 53 or so, something like that, 53 or 54 hit points at level 21. That's just scaling it up. They don't exist at that level. But scaling it up, it's roughly 50-something hit points at level 21 versus the 500 that these have. So you take that, that is like an insane amount more than what you're getting per kill than these guys in relative output of money. Now, it takes you a lot longer to skill after a certain point. Now, it used to be better. They used to be level 10. When they were level 10, every high-level player in the entire game was killing Karabach, because it gave them a stupid amount of skills, and that's all they were doing, and they were getting so even so much higher in level than they already were. They were actually gaining levels on it. It was insane, so they did lower it. But still, for the money, you're able to get more experience, but you also have to calculate that in with how much time you're spending on that mob. So now, in order to get, a higher level on the Karabach, you have to put considerably more time into hunting, because you're not able to use enough money as fast. So now you got to factor in how much money am I going to be able to cycle in a certain amount of time, and how much experience is that going to equal. So on the Troopers here, I'm outputting considerably more money than I would be on Karabach, and the amount definitely goes over that point where it makes Troopers at this point not more economical and not a higher amount of experience per ped shot, but it makes it a faster EXP gain. That, and they're a lot more funner than killing something that only has 10 hit points time in and time again. And I have done the 4,800 mission on them, and I do not want to do the 12K until sometime in the future, because I've seen too many of them. Please not 4. Please not 4. I don't want 4. 2's okay. How we doing on stuff? That's not that bad. I just know my gun decay has got to be pretty bad by now. Ooh. Oh, yeah, amp decay. That's okay, though. This is a test run. So we're also testing here the purpose of this particular hunt. I'm testing how many of these Troopers I can kill for a certain amount of ammo, how many points I get on my mission towards that particular mission chain per this amount of money spent, and I'm also calculating what it's going to be like total cost-wise to do this hunt time and time again. So not only ammo, I'm not only calculating my ammo input, but it's going to be my amp input, it's going to be my rifle input, and it's going to be my armor input, putting all of those together. So I'm curious to see what the result's going to be, because I haven't been able to do something like this down to the peck before, because I literally just recently had the ability to start using this gun. This is Barter Trader's rifle. I am borrowing it I'm also going to be using it on a lot of our big hunts that we do together. He does a lot of bigger mobs solo, and then I heal him, and also I give him some support DPS with this gun now. So we're basically setting it up to where we have a support hunter setup for all of our bigger hunts, to where I'm using this gun, even with damage enhancers. It's going to be a lot more money to use it that way, but the added damage is going to be pretty decent for my level. Also, he's going to be using his ranked Scorpion. He has a ranked Scorpion at tier 9 with an arson chip at tier 7. So if you do all the math to it, between the two of us together, once we do our hunts, it's going to be over 200 DPS. So we're looking forward to doing that. So he has a lot of unlimited gear, my friend does, so I'm able to borrow some things from time to time. And this one right here, I'm just basically trying to tier. But it's already tiered exceptionally high. It takes forever to tier at this point. But it sure as hell makes hunting a lot easier. Now I don't have to factor in stupid markup. I don't have to factor in anything. I just put it in the repair terminal and it gets taken care of for me. Probably costs roughly the same amount of money. I'm not saving that much using this particular piece. But it's the simplicity of it, and you also get to keep the tiers. On a limited weapons eventually break. If they tier up, then you're eventually losing that tiered weapon once it breaks. So it's nice to be able to have a gun that has those tiers on it for when you really need it. You see efficiency they add? Where is that? What are you talking about efficiency wise? Are you referring to on this gun the skill percent gain, or which? Oh, well. At the top. We actually have to go turn in this mission really quick. So, that was 1,200 minus 533 comes out to 667 points so far on this mission in this hunt, which is a pretty damn high number. I didn't think I was going to get that many. Efficiency at the top. And then it's the cost effectiveness of a weapon or attachment in creating damage. Aha! That's interesting. Interesting. I like it. We're flying back right now because I have to go turn in this mission. I didn't think I was going to get it done that quick. I don't know if you know who Octuma is, but Octuma is awesome. He's the best. He has been in game a long time. And he has been the leader of Soldiers of Fortune for... Jesus, I think he's been the leader of Soldiers of Fortune since I started playing. Yeah, the A106 is a great amp. The ones that I'm gonna be using, I haven't gotten it from him yet. I could probably borrow it if I wanted to. Barter, the guy I've been talking about, he bought 2 Imp A105s for us. So I'm gonna be using one, and he's gonna be using one as well. He's been buying a lot of stuff lately for our group A, you know, just streams in general, but our group hunts together. So we got the 2 Imp A105s. He's got the tier 9 rank Scorpion. I have my tier 8 CDF-LC, what is it? CDF XTLC 200. We have a Scroff. We have a Geotrek, I think it's a Geotrek H21 Scroff, which is at like tier 6 or 7. He's got a set. He's wearing like Tiger, a mix of Tiger and Ghoul. That's actually mine. That I was loaned a long time ago. The first time I played this game, it is complicated as all heck. When I was playing this game, the first time before I quit for 2 years, I originally had a male avatar, so I was wearing all male armor back then. So I had some armor on loan from a friend. So when I quit this game, my friend had also left to the point where he was hardly playing at all, and I needed to leave. I left it with another friend. So when I came back over 2 years later, my other friend was still in game, but the other friend that lent me the stuff in the first place had not come back to claim it yet. So I was able to get it back from my other friend. So now I have it. I can't use it, but whenever the other guy comes back, and he's got to come back because he's got like 300 land deeds that he's been using to accumulate money, and I keep missing him. I guess he comes on like once every 6 months to get the money from it. I got to give him his stuff back. But for right now, we're using that as part of our hunting setup until he gets back. He's also got an Arson Tier 7 chip, and he's got an EMT 2350 healing device. I have the Gyro 14 Smuggler. This is my one that I've been using. So we have a decent amount of equipment for doing all sorts of different hunting. And I don't need to be in here. I need to be outside. But yeah, we've got quite a few things to be able to use. That's for sure. Lisa, are you still with us? Lisa. Ooh. Well, this is a tough choice. I'm thinking athletics. Or evade. Okay. Yeah, I apologize. It's a lot to process, Lisa. It is a lot to process. I'm really thinking evade. I know dodge I get for the robots, but that's tough. That's a tough choice. I was thinking first aid too. How many points do I have in athletics? Courage, I know I have way too many in. I think athletics does add to evade though. Let me see if Hijacker's still awake. Yeah, at least the first month, if not like the first few months. Because you can get a lot of skills and stuff like that for free, just using the sweat machine, which is something I've gotten into. Oh yeah, Poopy Shot. I don't know if Lisa's thinking about joining the game or not. Lisa's we used to play Diablo together. We used to play Diablo together in a group, and she has been stopping by quite a bit. It's been so nice to hang out with her on all of our other streams that we do. Yeah, we've been mostly hanging out and when we've been streaming other games and stuff like that. But we're gonna be playing games together again soon, hopefully. Lisa, I got the money. I'm gonna go out and I'm going to get the Dead Island collection, and then I'm also gonna get Minecraft again, so I have that on PS4, so I'll be able to do that stuff. Alright, I'm doing evade. Well, it wasn't too big of an increase, but whatever. I know, it's going to be great. I hope we can talk Christian into getting Minecraft. I know Steve's got it, so at least there's going to be 3 of us for that. I've been going crazy nuts over Trove, so I should be fine in another voxel-based game. Now let me ask you this. So like when you have like a world together in that game, like when you have a central world, is everybody able to access it? You know, okay, so the new Dead Island, let me talk about this then, because I did read up on it. Dead Island was in production for quite a while, Dead Island 2. Then the company that was making it, I think they either decided that they could not make the game properly, or that the Deep Silver was not happy with what they were doing. So another company now has it. The game for a little while was looking like it wasn't going to get released at all, but now that the other company has it, they are actually working on it, and they're planning on finishing it. So we should see it. It's just going to be a while still. So it could be another 2 years yet. But it does exist, and it is there. The only game... Oh my god, Lisa. You know what game, if you like Dead Island, you know what game you need? I just thought about this. I can't believe I didn't think. Lisa, there's a game that you have to buy. Because I play it. I've played it a lot. And well, it's 2 games. It's 2 games and a whole bunch of DLC. Have you ever played Borderlands? Borderlands is one of the greatest games that has ever been made in the history of all gaming. I absolutely love Borderlands. It's not. It's not a war game. It's basically Dead Island with guns. That's literally what it was. It's Dead Island with all guns. But no zombies. I don't know if that makes sense. It's like the gameplay is very similar. If you like Dead Island, then you would like Borderlands for sure. Oh, also there's like in the first Borderlands, there's like 10 million gun combinations, and there's tens of millions of gun combinations in the second and third games. So you can literally loot an infinite amount of weapons. They basically don't ever stop changing, like ones you can get. So Borderlands, out of any other game series, has the highest replay value of anything on the planet because you'll never be able to loot every gun in the game. Period. There's no way to loot them all. Okay, it's the Dead Island Definitive Collection is the one that I'll get. So what you need, what the collection that you need then, you need the Handsome Jack collection for Borderlands. Look up the Handsome Jack collection, and when that goes on sale, get it. You will absolutely not regret it. It is one of the funnest experiences I've ever had in gaming. Because that comes with all the DLC. It comes with 2 games and a total of 10 DLCs. And the replay value is so extensive. In fact, what I should do is I should stream it. I could stream it at some point. Handsome Jack Collection. The Handsome Jack Collection. Handsome Jack Collection. Yeah, it's so good. It's it's like the best co-op game ever invented. Alright, we're going to need a miracle here for this to turn out to be a good run. It's part of what? Okay, well, it's part of what? What do you mean, and it's part of what? It's the Borderlands game series. It's... I guess I'm confused. So the name you're looking for is Borderlands. Handsome Jack. There they are. I haven't tried it. You know, it's funny. Both Josh and Benj played Dying Light for a while, and they liked it. I don't have it yet. I always felt if I was going to get it, I would get it on PS4. So if you have it, do you have Dying Light already? If you don't, then I don't know if I'll get it yet, but if you haven't, I might consider it. Oh yeah, it's got multiplayer. It's got a big multiplayer component. How much are we getting in the weapon grips? So we are getting some weapon grips. I mean, at that markup, that's nice. It's just, it's not making up for nearly what we're losing here. Shame. Oh, you haven't? You beat it. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I think I'm going to buy the Dead Island collection first. Because I think that would be a lot of fun. And then I want to get Minecraft because Steve's already got it. So that would have 3 of us to be able to play that game together, which would be cool. I think 3 would be good for that final boss. And then, have you beaten that boss? Lisa, have you, like, beaten the entire game with that group of friends you used to play with? Yes, I do mean the dragon. There's common dung. Oh my god, you beat it many times? I feel like my legacy in gaming is not going to be complete until I beat the dragon, because I've seen people beat the dragon. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos on it, and I want to do it. Crap. How much abuse is my armor taking? Let's take a quick look. Oh, wow. Interesting. Oh, that was Brewkite? Aw, son of a gun. You got the good stuff. So what I was saying about Minecraft is once you create like a common world, can anybody go into that world whenever they want to? I mean, like anybody from your main group, as long as you're part of that group, can you go into it? Or would you have to wait for like a host to be online? I love finding stuff, dude. I love finding stuff on the ground. Yes, he is playing it. Alright, so if I got the game I like playing voxel based stuff in my off time. I would love to host it then. Cause then it could literally be like the Whelp Squad TV's own world, and then we could invite a whole bunch of different people into it, you know? And start having a lot of guests on again and things like that. So I think that would be kind of cool. Boy, it's been shit loot tonight. Absolute shit loot. It's a shame. I just got that Minecraft and can't figure out how to play with other players. Do you have it on PC though? Maybe it's probably easier on PS4. They probably set it up so it has a better interface, I would imagine, on PS4. Because you can't really mess around too much with consoles. I don't know if I'd play Entropia if it was on console. I usually, like, I would prefer playing games on console. I've always been a console gamer my entire life. But I feel like I like playing Entropia on PC, because, like, if I need to look up something on, like, the Entropedia site, then I can just go and do it on the same machine. Oh, you're killing zombies on Rocktropia? Cool, man. Is Skeezer over there? Do you know if Skeezer made it back? Because Skeezer was over on Calypso for a little bit. He was over here selling some shit, and I got him to go out and do a Traceron wave with me. But it was nice getting a chance to see him. I've known Skeezer for like 6.5 years. Overall. Oh, nice, dude. So close there, then. Oh my gosh, it's getting late. That's okay. Hey, that's not very nice, sir. The one thing I'm happy about is I was able to kill quite a few of these bastards with the ammo that I had. So that makes it pretty cool for me. Because you have a better chance of getting a better loot, but it goes pretty good towards the mission too. This amp's gonna be dead by the time I bring it in though. Oh god. This is at least gonna be 100 ped loss. I think it's gonna be about a I don't know, 50 or 60% return, something like that. Aka's been doing really good selling those amplifiers there in the shop. He's been making a ton of them. Alright, come on. The new the kinetic ones. The Mind Force ones. Do you mean the new Mind Force ones? The Mind Force amps. If you want to buy a Mind Force amp, Octuma's shop generally has the limited ones cheaper than they are in auction. Do you use them by chance? Have you used any of the new Mind Force amps yet? I'm gonna run out of ammo because I keep missing every fucking shot. Oh! Wow, couldn't ask for a better finish to a run just for ammo usage alone. I can show you where they are if you want to see it. His shop has a ton of them. He also stocks. Oh, yeah, let me, I can show you where they are then. I can show you on the stream where they are. I'll go over there really quick before I shut things off. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to head back into the base, and we're going to do an ammo tally. I mean, we're going to do a tally on everything to see how freaking bad this was, because I have a feeling this is god-awful. Alright, so we had a 200 ped ammo hunt. So let's get all the decay figured out right now, because this is where the pain comes in. Oh, that hurts. Oh, God, oh. Wait, how much with just that? Oh, this is, oh. Painful. So painful. Alright. We have a 274.24 ped hunt total. That is how much this entire hunt was. So that's roughly it's $27.40, $27.40. Lisa's how much this hunt came out to. So now let's see what I got back. Alright, let's get that in there, so at least I have something. Ugh. Well, that was 117, 16. Fourteen, 7, 2. Two, 9. That was roughly an 89.27 ped loss. I have had worse, but that was still pretty painful. Yep. On a 270 ped hunt. So, not too fantastic return. But could have been worse. So I'm only out about $9. I'm going to save those for Hank. Everything else gets sent to the TT gods. Alright, so they're not the most viable option in the world, no. For some things, but that was just a bad hunt, though, too. I guess I can't complain. Can't complain about every bad hunt. It's just that the armor decay on a 200. Why did you lose money? Because it's all a gamble. Everything you do is a gamble. So between all the decay of my armor, my weapon, my healing device, all the ammo that I use, putting it out, that is all the money you're putting into the scenario. The money you're getting out is all random loot. So literally every time you go hunting, mining, or crafting, it's all playing a slot machine. That's all it is. So I lost about $9. Not too bad. Not fantastic either. I got skills, right, I got skills. Skills are worth money, so especially this much of a level right here is pretty decent for that amount of hunt. Yeah, so later on, you can sell skills. I can sell any of the skills that I have. Every skill is marketable except, I think, one. You can sell your skills. Yep, but it's, it's not easy to do that. It's not easy to do it in small quantities, so I would never do it. But besides, I need that skill. I'm trying to build up, to being a better Avatar again. But what he's saying is that every skill you gain gets value, and also like this stuff right here, I'm gonna be getting a tiny bit more for this stuff than what its current value is. I bet you Hank's in here. Hank's probably in here. There he is. Okay. He might be doing a crafting run. So, like, another thing, too, like, I just went and found this guy. I know who it is, right? So, I've known Hank a while. I just sell him a lot of stuff. We haven't really done any hunts or anything together. But, I can find out where Hank is by looking here. And then I know what, if he's going to be crafting stuff, I'll know, you know, like he's going to be in the building and stuff like that. So you can find people pretty easy. So we're going to take a wait for him. Yes! I might do that right now. Let me give this guy another 30 seconds. Alright, so he's got to calculate the percent that he's given me for each item. Based on a percentage scale over 100, so like 150%, so it's worth 50%. Another 50% worth of the value on top of the 100%. Ugh, I'm tired now. It's hard to explain. But basically, every item in game has a different markup value. Everything's worth something a little different. Depends on its usefulness and its quantities in the game. Wow, it came out like that much dead even? No, that's actually entirely right. Yeah, these aren't worth that much. So I just made 5 ped back right there. Oh. Yeah, let's hope my next hunt isn't as bad. Shot, are you still with us? I'm gonna show you that place. It's in Port Atlantis Mall. Okay, cool. I apologize if it seems like I'm like doing this really fast and rapidly. I've just, once you do this for 7 years, everything kind of just, it goes fast. Lisa. So I don't know if you want to write this down, shot. It is a Port Atlantis Mall shop, floor 3, number 14. Floor 3, number 14. And if you take the little elevator up and down, it's literally directly to the right after you step off the elevator. Loading problems. We're having some loading issues, folks. So, Lisa, this is one of 2 of the biggest indoor shopping complexes in the game. So it's basically a mall. You can go in and you shop in a mall. It's one of the actual... There's only a couple of malls in-game. There's other places that you can go to buy things, other shopping districts, but they're not really used that much anymore. Yeah, shops always load slow for me too, but it was like extra slow. I hope it's extra slow. Did he change shit around? He still has an unlimited Breer M3A in here. That's pretty cool. That's a classic right there. He's got a bunch of evil lamps and B stamps still. I don't know. What gun do you normally hunt with, shot? What do you normally main with? Oh, good, because Auk sells those. At least he is. He was. I don't understand where they are right now. Auk had a whole bunch of those. Last time I came into his shop, he had a whole bunch of them in one of his shopkeepers. But keep an eye out in this shop. Why, Barter, why are you up? We both know you need sleep. Well, darn it. I was hoping to be able to get to show you all of them. But at any rate, that is Auk. That is in fact Auk's shop. Let me see if he had a second shop. I don't think he's got a second shop. Pretty sure that's the only one. Alright, well, there was... I swear to God, I was in here last week. I'll ask Auk, and just make sure you stop by this shop, and I'll make sure that if he doesn't have them in here, I'll let him know that people are wondering where they are. And I'll try to get him to put some back in here. But anyway, I'm starting to fade here. I'm starting to pass out. So I'm gonna call the stream for the night. Lisa, it was so nice seeing you. It was really super nice seeing you. I am looking forward to playing some games soon in the future. We'll get Steven on it. Maybe we can con Christian into doing it. And it'll be a lot of fun. Maybe even some Diablo at some point too, because I kind of wanted to play that game again. Even if we don't buy the new class, we could still play the old Diablo. I love it. So, you have a great night, and Poopy Shot, thank you so much for showing up, bud. Appreciate it. And, oh, Auk just messaged me. Thanks, appreciate it, bud. Hopefully we see you again soon, alright? I'm going to be trying to stream as much as I can. Tuesday night, if you can mark this down. Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be doing... No! Jesus Christ! That scared the fuck out of me. I'm glad that's working, but my God. Thank you. I love that. That was good. Jesus Christ. Oh. Wow. Oh, that was golden is what that was. Oh, is there a list on here? Let me check this really quick, just so I can get this for you. Aha! Genesis Amathera Headquarters, Tower B, Floor 14, Apartment A. So it's in Genesis Amathera Headquarters, Tower B, Floor 14, Apartment A. You can get your R-Matrix rifles. And at the same apartment, you can also get all the Neopson kinetic amplifiers. Yep, so Ox always got good prices. He makes a lot of nice stuff. All right. Anyways, so that's where you go now. All right. Interesting end of the stream, I know, but thank you for sticking around, Lisa. So nice to see you. Poopy Shot, thank you for the follow, and hope to see you again soon. This is it for the night. I'll be back playing Entropy again, hopefully either tomorrow or the next day. Definitely on Tuesday though. So, anyways, have a good night.